I'm the only one that's got one.
You got a notepad? All right, very good. All right.
Totally forgot about it.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with our hodgepodge. Is it okay if I pray for you guys before we get started?
Sure.
Moses, what is that? What do you got? What is that? What do you mean you don't know? It's like in your...
You know that Crayola stuff called mathematics?
Is it kind of like Play-Doh? Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Okay. All right. No. I just didn't know what it was. I was just curious. No, it's all good. All right. Father God, thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for these guys. I pray you'd bless and you'd guide just this time. I pray that you would bless and guide my words. I pray that they would receive them well. I pray that we'd learn together and have mutual respect for one another. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. All right. So first thing I want to share with you is something that was requested by one of you guys. And when you guys request stuff, I really do want to take that seriously. I want to share with you guys what you guys want to hear about. And sometimes what that revolves around is money for some reason, which is kind of cool, I think. Do you guys remember when we did the Michael Jordan breakdown of how much he made, like, per year and then, like, per month and per week and whatever? We went all the way down to the second. You guys remember that? Well, remember we talked about Elon Musk? And, like, he was the richest person in the world for a while. Now he's the second richest person. So Avante actually asked me, could you break down Elon's annual down to the second income? And I want to tell you this, it's vastly different than Michael Jordan's, which is kind of fun. So, all right, so if you're a numbers guy, listen to this. If you're not a numbers guy, it's okay to zone me out for this time, but this is the only time you can zone me out if you're not a numbers guy. Who is not a numbers guy in here? Okay, Moses, Lavari, Obi, Isaac. You can zone me out if you want to for the next 3 minutes. Agreed? But then you got to zone back in. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. Michael, are you going to be okay? You feeling all right? I don't. Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah. Yes, sir. What's that? Only for the next 3 minutes, okay? Only for the next 3 minutes. All right, here we go. So if you guys remember, Michael Jordan, he makes currently $100 million a year from Nike. If you guys remember that. It was a percentage. I can't remember what the percent, 5% if I remember right. $100 million a year. That comes down to $8.3 million a month, $1.9 million a week, $274,000 per day, $11,400 per hour. So in like the hour we're going to be here for the life skills, he made $11,400, Michael Jordan.
That's cheating.
$190 a minute, $190 per minute, $3.18 per second, right? That's Michael Jordan. Okay?
You took to say that he probably already made like $190.
Well, it's $190 a minute, so whatever that comes to, right? All right, guys, ready for Elon Musk? You guys ready for that? Mm-hmm. Elon Musk makes, and you have to average it out, he makes $16.9 billion per year. Okay. Michael Jordan, 100 million. It takes 1,000 millions to make 1 billion. All right, get that in your mind. 1,000 millions to make 1 billion. Michael Jordan makes 100 million per year. Okay, now let me say this again. Elon Musk, if you average it out, makes 17 billion per year. That is a drastic difference, right? That is a huge difference, which equates to $1.4 billion a month, $325 million a week, $46.3 million per day. So in 2 days, Elon makes as much as Michael Jordan does in 1 year, right? 46.3 million per day, 1.9 million per hour. Okay? $32,000 per minute. $537 every
second. Oh my goodness, bro. He's rolling.
Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? Yes, Jeremy.
Do you know how much money The Rock makes?
Bro, I didn't look up The Rock, and I'm not going to. Do you know?
What about Keanu Reeves?
No, I didn't look up just random rich people. No, I'm sorry, I did Michael Jordan and Elon Musk because we looked into them for a life skill. Yes, sir. In a minute, yeah, 32,000 per minute. And if I remember right, the average income for Michigan households was about that. It was like 30-ish thousand per year. So in 60 seconds, in 1 minute, Elon makes what most people in Michigan make in a whole year. Isn't that wild?
So he gets
Isn't that wild?
He gets a yearly salary every month.
It's not a salary. So it's investments. It's basically what he has his money invested in, how well those companies do. So it does fluctuate. And this is averaged. Yeah. So, okay. All right, very good. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about something that I know you guys are just going to love talking about. And then I'm going to tell you, which I think is a hilarious story. And it's a true story, and it shows how much I care about you guys. It's a true story. I put myself on the line for you guys, but I'm going to save that for last, okay? But before I do that, I asked all of you a question a few weeks ago. I gave you guys a little piece of paper.
I'm not gonna lie, I lost my
And I said, if you can tell me the answer to this question, you get a grand prize. You get a grand, that's what I said. Guess how many people came to me with the correct answer?
0.
1. 4.
A lot of you, well, I'll say some of you gave me true statements, and you really were thinking about the question, which I appreciated. But the question was, what does Albert Einstein say about it? That was the question, right? And none of you got that correct. Some of you had really good insights, which sometimes I ask you really difficult questions. I'm just trying to get you guys thinking, right? But there is a correct answer, though, too. So we're going to talk about that. Are you guys going to try to guess the answer? Is that what you guys are doing?
Yes.
Because the time is over for that. What is it, Moses? No, time's over. I'm sorry. If you come to me afterwards, I might give you
We can't go to you after.
half the prize or whatever. Not right away after. Yeah. She was dancing around it. I mean, she was kind of close, but not quite. LeVar?
Where was I when we was doing this?
I don't know. It was a few weeks ago. I don't know. Did you not get the memo?
It's on your board.
It is. Yeah, it was on my board. I don't know. Sorry. The grand prize was going to be a discussion between me and the winner, and then determined. But it'd have been pretty good. It'd been more than the pay attention prizes, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go over that because I think it is important. There's a reason why I asked you that question. The question was, Albert Einstein, he says the most important thing a person can answer in life is the universe, or the world, you could say, what you experience, is the universe a friendly place or not? So that's the question. But my question, based on that question, was, why does he say that's the most important question? And when you determine what the answer is to the question, it kind of alludes to why it's the most important. So we're going to talk about that just for a minute.
It's a riddle.
It's not a riddle. No, it's not a riddle. It's just a philosophical question. It's one of those deep questions that I think is important for us to think about. Because every person, whether you realize it or not, you are already answering that question for yourself. Is the universe, or your experience, or whatever it is it a friendly place or not? Here's why he says that's the most important question, or the most important thing to answer. You can't answer it now, Jeremy.
I know exactly what the...
No, sorry, time is up. Time is up.
I know.
Here's why he says. Because if you believe that your experience or the universe is unfriendly,
Bro, that's what I said.
You will build walls.
That's the answer?
You will build walls. But if you believe the universe or the world is friendly, you won't build walls, but you'll build something else. And what do you guys think that would be?
Relationships.
Did someone say it?
Me?
What did you say? I can't hear you, Austin.
Connection.
Okay, you're dancing around it. But he says a specific word. It's not walls, but it's something else.
Relationships. I just said that. Freedom. Bridges.
It could Bridges. Isaac, thank you. Bridges.
Bro, that's what I said.
That is not what you
That's
said.
what I said.
I
gave you
promise.
8 different answers.
And they all were wrong. I'm sorry. You never said that word.
I did.
You did not. I would remember. Albert Einstein says the most important question that we need to answer as we go through life is the world or your experience or is the universe, is it friendly or not? Because in that experience, now that experience could be a relationship, that experience could be a career you want to go into, it could be education, it could be a friendship, it could be, you name it. It could be whatever experience it could be family, whatever it is. It could be Pineview. If you overall, in general, determine that my experience with that thing is unfriendly, what you will do is you will recede back. You'll become maybe emotionally or relationally, a recluse. It's like you'll go in your cave and you'll build walls and you say, I'm not gonna let anybody in, but I'm also not gonna go out.
Trapped in a maze.
And you get trapped in a maze with very high walls. Sometimes it's okay to have boundaries. Now, Einstein and me, I'm not saying, Devin, you're funny. Are you really paying attention or are you like, yeah? Oh, you're really, okay. Okay. He's not saying that you shouldn't have boundaries. You should have boundaries, right? I mean, if an angry dog bites you, you're not gonna go right up to that angry dog again and start playing with him because you're gonna get what? Scared. You're gonna bit again, right? But that doesn't mean that one angry dog means that what? That all dogs are mean, right? Just one angry dog that you get bit by does not mean that all dogs are gonna bite you, right? But you still should have some common sense boundaries. What he's saying is overall, if you see your existence, whether that's relationally or in your family or whatever it is, if you see it as unfriendly, you will build walls. And there's a problem with that. Because if you build walls, really what you're saying is, I don't need what? I don't need anybody. I'm on my own. I'm gonna do this on my own. People do go through life like that, and I tell you what, I know some of them, and guess what they are? Miserable. They're miserable. The reason they're miserable is because by design, we are relational creatures. We are relationship bound. We have to have relationship. It's just what it is. Now you can go against that, you can fight against that, but you will not be happy. I promise you that. You'll go to bed depressed. We need to have good connections with people. We need to have relationships. And so if there's something in your life, if there's a relationship or if there's a situation where it has been unfriendly to you, what I would suggest you do is try to figure out, okay, why has it been unfriendly? Is it something that they may be doing or the situation isn't working or whatever it may be? Or is it something that what?
We're doing.
That I might be doing, right? Is there a disconnect between what I'm trying to move into why is that? Because if you just decide, oh, it's unfriendly, you'll build walls, you'll recede into yourself, and I guarantee you'll be miserable. The opposite is true too. What Einstein says, what I'm telling you is, if you decide that this place or this situation or this relationship, it may not be perfect, but it may still at least be friendly, you will attempt to build, what do we say? What did Isaac say? Bridges. Now, it doesn't mean that you're just like wearing your heart on your sleeve and it's just like whatever, and it's not anyone can come in or not. No, we still should have boundaries. We should have, I would say it this way, guarded bridges. Does that make sense? We should have bridges with gates or something, right? Not just like a free flow, but we should have bridges. You want to be able to, when you need help or you want to advance yourself or whatever it is, you want to be able to say, okay, what bridge do I need to go on? Where do I need to go? Because if you're already inside yourself, you have all these walls up, you're lost in a maze, you're lost in a cave, you're all by yourself, you don't even have any options. So if you have bridges into your world, whatever that is, relationship, it could be mentors, it could be family, whatever it is, if you have those bridges available, you'll be able to use them when you need to. Does that make sense? Is that tracking? Do you see how someone can get in a lot of trouble if they only build walls? Do you see that? Do you also see the benefit to building bridges with, I'd say, some caution? Do you see the benefit to that? How many of you would say in here that you have some walls built up? Raise your hand. It should be all of you, because I'm included. You can put your hands down. What causes us to build walls? What's the boiled down word? What's the boiled, what? What's the?
Depression.
All that causes pain. Pain, is that what you said, pain? What did you say?
Pain.
I heard pain, so good job, Austin. But loneliness, depression, whatever you guys were saying, lying, I think I heard, all causes what in us? Pain. And pain says, I don't want to feel that again. And so what do?
We hide ourselves from
Walls, and we hide ourselves. We can't see over, they can't see us. Can you be in a room with someone and you can see them as plain as day, but you can tell there's a wall up? Have you ever been around someone like that? They kind of have a blank, almost glaze or look on. They block people out. They said, no, I'm not going to experience this pain anymore, so I'm building these walls. I'm not saying you shouldn't have proper boundaries, right? We should have proper boundaries, but we should not hide ourselves. I think, Gabe, you said that. We shouldn't hide ourselves behind our walls. You know anybody that always is looking on the horizon, though, the opposite? They have bridges into the world. You know anyone like that? They look out and they say, how am I going to enter this world and have impact on it? How many of you in here have some bridges built where you have connections with people or things that you know you could cross if needed? You can raise your hand. Maybe not all of you have that. If you do, good. Keep those up. If you don't, consider what bridges you could build over to. And I can help you with that, and the house parents can help you with that. What are your bridges? Another word is say it is lifeline. What lifelines do you have? What type of person can you call if you're in trouble? What type of situation could you find yourself that would advance you? All right. Questions, comments, concerns on the Einstein thing? No? Okay.
We suck.
No, you don't. Okay. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this. Okay. All right, I want to tell you a story. All right, this is how much I care about you guys. You ready? Whenever I hear someone use a new word, like a young person's word, like slang or something, I want to know what that word is. You guys have taught me grease. Okay, you guys taught me that. A new one I learned is you're dead to me, or it's dead to me. That you don't want to deal with something, and so
Sydney told you that?
Yeah, Sydney told me that. Yeah, was that you? All right, you're dead to me. All right, there's that one. Like I don't want to deal with it, kind of thing. What else have you guys told me that I've remembered?
Slide.
Okay, that's where the story comes in. Okay, all right. I was at the gym. I was in the locker room, not here at my gym, and I had never heard the word slide yet. I don't think I even heard you guys say it yet. This was like maybe 6 weeks ago, a month ago. I'm in the locker room, and I'm getting changed, and the lockers are there and whatever. And there's this young guy in there, and he was smaller than I was, and he was on the phone, but he had his earbuds in, but he clearly was talking to somebody. And I just couldn't help but overhear him because he's just right there in the locker room and whatever. And he kept saying slide. He kept saying, oh, just slide this, or she just wanted you to slide over, or slide this or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Now, a normal person would just Google it, right? That's what a normal person would do. Is that what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened was, I heard him. I finished getting ready, and then he's not in the locker room anymore. So I'm like, well, he's out, working out somewhere, and so I'll go ask him. Okay. So I go out to the gym, and I don't really see him, and but I think, well, whatever. So I get on a machine, and I'm just working out. Well, then I see him. He's over by this other machine, and there's those big mirrors that are in gyms, like the whole wall is full of mirrors, right? He's over by a machine by those mirrors. So I decide I'm gonna go over and ask him. So I go walking over there, like a chump. Well, the problem is, he had his earbuds in, and he didn't hear me. Okay, so I said to him, "Hey, can I ask you a stupid question?" Well, when I did that, he kind of like turns away from me because he didn't hear me. He didn't know I was approaching him. So now he's like this. He's like turned like this, and the mirrors are like right here. And now all of a sudden, because he didn't hear me, but I'm still moving, I'm like up in his space. I'm like right next to him, and I'm like a lot bigger than he is. So I'm like over him, and he like looks up in the mirror, and I look in the mirror, and we lock eyes in the mirror. And I'm like, and now I'm feeling like really like I'm an idiot, you know? And he kind of goes like this. He takes his earbud. He goes, yeah, like that. And I said, okay, now to make it worse, now I'm flustered, right? What I meant to say was, hey, I couldn't overhear your phone conversation. That's what I meant to say, okay? But what I ended up saying was, I didn't mean to overload your phone. So I don't know why, but I'm like, my words are jumbled. And he goes, what? and now I'm like, now I'm really flustered. I'm like, I mean, locker room and phone and slide, and I'm an old guy and I don't know. And then I stop and I go, I'm sorry. I said, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I work with young people, and you said the word slide in the locker room, and I don't know what that means. Could you tell me what that means? And he looks at me, and he goes, oh, because then everything registered. And then he's like, well, that means like to move over somewhere, like you're gonna to come over somewhere, or like slide over, or slide me that drink, or it's a movement or whatever. I said, oh, okay, man, I didn't mean to bother you. You know, I didn't mean to get up in your space or whatever. But when we locked eyes in the mirror, I'm like, this is going badly. This is going poorly. So I said, I didn't mean to bother you. So then I leave. He was kind of laughing a little bit. And that was it. But here's the funny thing. I have not seen him since. I don't know if I freaked him out. I don't know what happened. But I could just imagine when he's over at that machine, and all of a sudden here I am, and he's like this tall. I'm like right by him on accident, and he looks at me, and I look at him. I'm doing this for you guys.
How old
I'm doing this for you. Early 20s. He was early 20s. Yes. He has not been baby. That's right. Yeah, I'm building a wall on that gym. I'm never going back there. So I'm trying, you know, I'm trying to learn that. Oh, I go back. I don't care, but I have not seen him yet. So. Okay. All right.
I feel like thinking of that place and then immediately the first thought that what happened.
Another one we use this you.
Okay. You ready for the pay attention prizes?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
I hope you see this.
Yeah, it's short today, and there's no small group today either, you guys.
Yay!
Oh, don't celebrate too strongly. So, but we're transitioning to a new series, so next week we'll have something different. All right. You guys ready?
You're late on because
How much does Elon Musk make
You told us to tune you out.
per year? How much does Elon Musk make per year? It's got to be exact. All right, hands down. All right, this is actually hard for me to pick out the one. You ready? You got your hands down. Hands down. Hands down, Lavari. Hands up. Ready to go? It's over here, Hunter.
17 billion.
Nope.
That was the summary. You have to give me the exact. Can you give me the exact?
16 billion.
No, that's incorrect.
16.5? You said something like that.
Incorrect. Hands down. Ready to go? It's right here, Jack.
16.9.
16.9. Which one do you want?
You say that, bro. You got that. You said 6. No, bro. You just
Pick a
said
prize.
16.7, bro. And I told you 0.9 on my business weird, bro. My mom, I'm done messing with you, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you took the Slim Jims? Okay. All right. Last question. You ready?
What if I get it right? Can I get Slim Jim?
Yeah, you can get Slim Jim. Yeah.
The only thing that Monte wants is to
You have to summarize
Oh my gosh.
why Einstein
Oh yeah.
says says is the universe a friendly place or not. You have to tell me the answer to my question, and that is, why does he say that's the most important question? You got it? Hands down? No. Where'd he go?
Ah, you weird, bro.
Because you say you need to keep connections. Like some people in your life, and you say like you don't want like too much because you get.
You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone.
Shh, no. Don't help him.
I gotta help my brother out.
Don't help him. You need to use 2 specific words in that answer. Bridge isn't very good. Very good. All right. Very good.
And I need half of that.
All right, then, Barry.
On GD, on my
Take one of the cars. Aw. Take one of the cars. All right. Okay, very good. All right, guys. I appreciate you. You guys are good.